Youth Time International Movement brings together youth from all over the world in activities and events, giving a platform to share your thoughts and views while learning new skills, insights, and gaining inspiration. In 2012, Rakesh Biswas was one of our first Idea Grant competition winners, where applicants could present their projects to potentially gain funding to help make their ideas and projects a reality to make a positive impact.
Hi, I'm Rakesh Biswas from India. My project was developing of self-research and development group in India, and the project was iCert. And I was granted from Youth Time International Movement in 2012. Basic vision of that project is to develop the self-mobilized group in India. Like whatever waste which we are getting from the college, like plastic waste, paper waste, electronic waste, and we have to transform into different new innovative product. Like from paper we mesh it up and make a kind of paper dustbin. From paper we can make a paper bags. So this innovation and this kind of a leadership program which we have developed across in India, we started from Graphicera University, my parent university, Graphicera. Thereafter we started in DTU, Delhi Technological University, Doon University. There are numerous universities which we have expanded this kind of a concept which we gain grant from Youth Time.
Thank you for joining us, Rakesh. Thank you for being part of this event. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Great. A lot of the audience may not be aware of who you are or what you do.
Yeah.
So could you explain a bit about what the International Youth Society of Eco-Friendly and Renewable Technology, otherwise known as iCert, do?
Yeah.
So what is it you do?
Means iCert is a kind of a brainchild of Mr. Rakesh Biswas, who has started this organization during his college days only. Means from his college days only, he had an idea to transform the waste, all type of waste, into new and renewable products. So in 2012, he started a kind of a small NGO based in college in Dehradun, in Graphicera University in India. He started from a small group of students, around 8 to 10 people student, that whatever waste which you are getting from the university, like paper waste, electronic waste, all type of waste, and converting into new type of renewable product. So from that brainchild, he had a vision to make a kind of a bigger company. So in 2014, he started a company known as iCert Energy Research Private Limited. It is one of the prominent organization in India right now who is developing new type of renewable energy product like solar street light, wind turbines, solar tree, all type of vertical axis wind turbine, as well as there are total number of 18 to 20 number of new innovative product which are into the Indian market, and they are developing for the government of India right now. So right now, iCert into kind of a different verticals. We are into kind of a renewable energy business. We are into the kind of a construction, government construction businesses also, as well as we are into education business also for educating for the renewable energy also.
That's great. It's kind of like a shining sample that you can start something from university and then carry on going through. But why did you choose to start iCert in the first place? You started in university, as you mentioned, and you've seen that you want to do things renewable, but what kind of made you feel that that's something you really want to do, and why it's so important for you to start?
Because during my college time only, what I've seen that many youth have an idea. Means they just make an idea in their paper and they just go for the funding that sir, I have developed this product and I want some fund or investment for this for the startup or something. But I had a plan that I don't go for the funding. I just have to focus on my idea and my vision, and I know that in a future scenario, this renewable energy will be a kind of a very good market for the world, because every day means our all kind of non-renewable sources are depleting day by day, like coals, petrol, diesel, everything will be depleted by day. So in the future scenario, this kind of a solar, wind, all sort of renewable product will be kind of a forefront for all kind of world. Means right now, if we see the projection of this 2025 or 2030, means many of our non-renewable sources will be depleted. So our company is currently focusing on kind of like electric vehicles, like for the wind turbines, like for the solar and all sort of things that could be used for the future scenario, right? Like means recently we are also working for the air to water solution also, means whatever air which is there in the humidity, and we are generating the water from air also. That is also kind of a very much marvelous product for our you can say future generation. So we are into kind of a developing and nourishing our future generation with our renewable energy product. Means that's the thing, because what we have seen currently right now, kind of a coronavirus, means we don't know about the COVID-19 thing, and it has happened. So means uh, uh, the vision which I take from my college time, that we have to work as a kind of a self-sustained business. Means whatever you have thing in your mind, just to implement it. With you don't have to think that I have to wait for this thing, I have to wait for this thing. So that's the vision we started the ISET in college, that ISET could be kind of a prominent organization, would be in India, which could develop a kind of a future solution for the world.
That's great. That's great. So you kind of started it on the kind of opposite way. A lot of companies are now looking at things. So instead of your modern day companies at the moment are looking at developing a product and then working out how to make it sustainable, you started it on the pretense of, I want to make things sustainable first, and then what can we do to deliver that, which is a kind of a great mindset. It's alternate mindset, but it makes you prepared for the future going forward. So you've automatically started that with sustainability, which is really great to see and a good example. But I heard a story about how you began with the equivalent of just $50 to begin with. Is this true? And could you tell me a bit more of how this story, like how you actually managed to do this?
Yeah, it is 100% true. Means during my college time only, means I had an idea to develop a kind of a magnetic engine which could run without fuel. So as my profession was, I am a biotechnologist, and being as a biotechnologist, and I have a kind of a crazy idea of a mechanical engineering. So I just take my idea to my professor. That sir, I had an idea, and I want to develop an engine which could run without fuel. So my professor laughed at me that you are from a biotech guy, you work in a kind of a biological sciences, and how did you develop this mechanical product? So I told them, sir, yes, I can develop this product. You just give me a kind of $50, around $50, I can develop this product. But he laughed at me and he told me that no, this is not feasible product for you and for the granting the product. So I feel very disheartened that day, that my professor had told me that I can develop this product. Means from that time only, means I had a mind, I had a brain that I should develop a kind of a youth organization which could support the youth, which could support the youth ideas and transform into a new product. So in that scenario, ISET had came from my college time. So I talked with my father. I told my father that I want to develop this product. You give me a grant of $50, and whatever if I don't develop the product after my education, I will give you the money back. So my father gave me that money, and I started to develop this product, and within 3 months I had developed this small prototype of that magnetic engine. And soon I applied it for the patent of that product to the nearest IIT, Indian Institute of Technology. It's the biggest institution in India where you can apply for the patent or something. I applied for it, and I got an opportunity to select my product there. And after that, I got a grant of around 75,000 Indian rupees for developing this that product into a kind of a big prototype model. So you can say how everything got transformed. Means I had got an idea, and I had taken that idea to my professor. My professor laughed at me, and I got disheartened. And from that disheartened, I developed a product. I get a support from my family to develop that product, and from that product, I had taken to the for the patent application, and from patent application, I got a grant, and from there means everything got started. Means you can say that for becoming a big and from becoming a successful person means you need some kind of a small spark in it. If you have a spark in it, if anybody spark you that you can't do it, this thing, you can easily do it. So that's how I started. Means the story started from my college level. Man, this was my first year in my college. That from that time I faced this problem, and after that, easily everything has been work out. Like you can say, a kind of a film is going in my life right now. I'm
That's
enjoying it.
great. So is
Yeah.
that motivation which kind of gets you going? So where some people would think that they stop after what the professor said to you, it kind of enlightened you to kind of go further and actually drive you to go further. So I mean, with that is what do you think is key for people to be successful in developing their ideas and becoming entrepreneurs? So what kind of advice, what do you think is the key to do that?
The main key factor for the developing entrepreneur is to be a kind of a very big sincere. One is to be very much hard work, and one is to be very much determination. And you must have a product. Means if you don't have a product, you can't be a kind of entrepreneur. If you say I'm an entrepreneur, even I personally doesn't know what is the meaning of entrepreneurship. Personally, I don't know. I just know means I had this product. I just have to sell this product, and whatever I earn from this product, that's my business, that's my philosophy, I work it. And if you have a good idea, that idea could be transformed into kind of a new innovating product. That product could be a kind of a big entrepreneur business for you, right? Means whenever in India also, even in the world also, wherever I used to give the speech about the entrepreneurship journey, what I always say to the youth is that entrepreneurship is nothing. Entrepreneurship uh, is just a kind of a thought in your mind. Means whatever thought in your mind, just to implement it and to develop it into kind of a product or a kind of a physical substance which you can sell or you can buy to earn the money and to bring a kind of a very good livelihood for for your company also, and for the future generation also. That's the thing in a single and a simplified word.
So in essence, it's really a case of anyone with an idea, if you can show that idea off, instead of
Yes.
just talking about it, if you actually can produce something from that idea, then
Yes.
you'll be on that road to being an entrepreneur. It's just having that motivation to really just push your ideas through, instead
Correct.
of finding any products, just developing yourself, really. Yeah.
Correct. You're correct.
Great. So I've seen that iCert has now extended its reach beyond India.
Yeah.
So you're having connections in more countries such as Russia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Italy, Greece, and Kenya.
Yeah.
You've also developed the iCert Lab X,
Yeah.
where you can manufacture new ideas, and your influence and support is global.
Yeah.
You specialize in supporting youth develop their ideas, linking to renewable sources, and I'm sure there are a number of viewers which have many ideas in this field.
Yeah.
So could you give advice on how you could gain assistance in developing their ideas? So how could our audience gain assistance from you or generally in developing their ideas? So is there an opportunity to send iCert, for instance, their ideas? And if so, how would they go about doing it?
Yeah, like last year, ICET had started his new venture, ICET LabX. ICET LabX is a kind of a you can say kind of a India's first research and development unit, where you can develop a kind of ideas into a kind of a new innovating product. Right? Means whatever idea in your brain, we are developing that idea into kind of a physical product. Means like recently we are working on the wireless transmission product. Means you have seen the Tesla towers or something kind of idea. So that product also we are working based in our ICET LabX. So this type of product we are developing. We are also developing kind of a new innovating product for the railways also. Means for the solar and wind hybrid product, where we can generate energy for the railways, uh, so that from that thing the railways will work. The railways, you can say the bogies as well as the engines can easily work out. So in our LabX, means we generally support to the youth. Means in the different colleges, we our application go to the many different colleges in India, and those who have the very good idea, they came to our ICET LabX division. They uh, uh, They used to implement their ideas, and we support them with the help of grant, with the help of the resources, with the help of our technical team, and with the we have each and everything, means from the testing facility, from a kind of innovating facility, and if their product is good, we applied for the patent, and whatever patent we get, we take the royalty for the patent also. Even we give the royalty to the inventor also, and we manufacture the product, and we sell it into the market also. So that's how the ICET LabX work. And ICET LabX, you can say, in next 5 years it will be bigger than Tesla also, the Tesla company in US, because Indians brains are very much, you can say, they work for the developing for their nation, they work for the developing for the humankind. So means our research is currently going on in the field of wireless electricity, and that could be the future, and the futuristic technology for the world. And like ICET is expanding in many of the countries, we have our distributor partners, and all of our channel partners, and we're exporting our product to many of the countries, especially our street lights, our solar camera, our wind turbines. We are selling out in Australia as well as Sri Lanka, all kind of different nations. The coastal areas, they are in high demand of our product. So everything is going great. So we personally invite to all the youth across the globe who can join us ICET in India, and they can explore India, as well as they can explore their ideas to transform into the product, and they can easily they can easily sell it into the market also, and they can get a very good opportunity to work with us in India.
So you welcome any kind of ideas being sent to you, so through contacts on your websites, yeah?
They can easily come us, and they can join us, even if they have any crazy idea in their brain. Anything, means anything from out of box, because if you have an idea in your brain, then also you can implement, right? Means if you don't have any idea, you can't do anything. So if your idea is physically present, portable, any innovating phone product, and the self-sustained idea, then our ICET can fund you and support you for developing into the product and transform your idea.
That's great. That's really, it's really great that you actually shared that opportunity. It's not like a closed kind of business. It is open to the whole youth to really kind of share your ideas, and you'll help to try and make a reality for them. It's brilliant to hear.
That's how karma works. Means knowledge affiliation with mutual attitude. Means if you have a good knowledge, right? If you have a good knowledge, your attitude will totally change with your realistic opportunity. Means this how our ICET karma is working. Means I had a vision, I had to develop this thing. Means the idea is totally transforming, like a kind of a karmic situation.
So this is this opportunity for everyone who's watching this at the moment to really share your ideas, because you're going to be part of something which is going to be bigger than Tesla. It's big aspirations, but it's something I think that you have a very realistic chance of succeeding. You seem to be doing everything right, and you're definitely moving forward and expanding quite dramatically in the space of a few years. So it's really good to see that it's based on the backing of something which is focused on sustainable future and youth, which is really, really great to see. So this event is about how corporate responsibility goes beyond simply public image and donations. And you are clearly currently very successful. But as you explained in your story, this didn't happen overnight. There were many factors and influences which helped you along the way. So do you feel that CSR or organizations that have benefited from CSR, such as NGOs, have had a big influence in you getting where you are today?
Yes, totally, 101%. Means when I came to Jaipur, the Rajasthan, currently I'm in Rajasthan, part in India, where I have established my all the setup. When I met with Aarti ma'am, she's our managing director of my company, and with the meeting of her, and we started an ICET organization based in Rajasthan, Jaipur. Here only we had an organization known as Parmat Evam Adhyatmik Society. Here every day we used to feed more than 1,000 people, right? Means 1,000 people we generally used to feed them, all kind of a patient attendant who is who are in the hospitals, we are feeding to them. So you can say, means whatever donation which you are giving to them, the smile which is there in their face, right, means after eating the food. And during the COVID situation also, we have given a lot of donation to the people who are kind of a needy in this situation. So whatever thing we are giving back to the society is giving back to us. Means during the COVID situation also, we have given tons of food to the people in streets in India. And what I have think what we have noticed is that means whatever we are giving to them also, the God is also giving to us also. Means it's a kind of a cyclic and a kind of a reverse cyclic process. Means if you do good for the society will 100% give you. Means if you're earning money, no, and money earning money for yourself, it is nothing for you, because one day you have to die, right? Means, and if you give to the society back, the society will 100% remember you, that yes, ISET is doing this CSR activity for our company, for the society. Means every day our company is supporting more than 1,000 people who is they required something like clothes, they required something food also, even for education also. Our company is supporting for the education also, even for their medical also. Our company is supporting for kind of a small stuff like paracetamol, a kind of a basic medicine for the COVID vaccination, or all sort of things. So means what I believe is that every youth should do the CSR. Means if a youth is earning money from his company, or from any kind of sources, they should do something CSR. Means whatever you are giving back to the society will 100% give you, and it will give you kind of a strong motivation in your you can say in your heart or in your brain, that yes, I have done something for the society. Yes, I have done something for the society. This is the strong motivation and a positive factor which will totally help you to growth. And it will totally help you, because uh, if I say Rakesh Biswas is alone, means if I say I am alone, means I don't have a vision in my mind. If I say I had a tons of people who required Rakesh Biswas to help them, then I have a vision that yes, I am not alone. There are millions of people who required my help. They required my support. So means this motivating factor will help the kind of help my brain and my vision strong each and every day, that yes, I have to do, yes, I have to do, and I have to wake again I have to work so much hard that I could earn money and I could support them. Means uh, so that's a thing, and that's a cycle is which is working in my mind totally day and night. Means from my first day only, means I had think in my mind that yes, I have to do for the society, and yes, I have to do for the country, and I have to do for the humankind, nothing else. Even ICERT, you can say ICERT tagline also delivers future energy and transforming next generation. So that's our tagline, and that's we are doing right now.
It's a kind of a really good motto, and it's also highlights a point where in a lot of corporate companies, you have a lot of people, especially in the sales world, where
Yeah,
they experience a lot of burnout because they're
yeah,
focused on trying to drive, to try and hit targets to make themselves money, and it's about making themselves money. But you're kind of expressing, saying that because you have CSR in your mind, that it gives you that motivation already. So it drives you forward. Instead of you focusing everything on yourself,
yeah.
eventually, there's a number of examples in the world where people get burned out. You, on the other hand, are achieving more because
Mm,
you're giving to them and they're giving back to you by creating that circle, and it's giving you that motivation. So it's a
mm,
really kind of unique perspective on business generally,
mm,
regardless of the NGO world or charity world, just as in the corporate world. It's a really good example of how to keep that motivation going and
mm,
keeping a business sustainable. But
mm,
yeah, I'm fully aware of a lot of the CSR programs you work, where I also seen that you also feed grains to birds as well. So it's not just about helping other humans. It's also helping the environment around you, which is also always great to see.
of course.
I mean, I'm interested to hear a little bit more about kind of how you develop this mentality. So this karma mentality and this kind of passion to help others, and you developed your business from it. Is where do you think that kind of came from? Was it influence from your family, or was it the environment you're with, or was it someone else?
You can say from my childhood only. Means I had this kind of a temperament to support the people, to support the new ideas, and to do for the CSR. Means from my childhood only, because I was from a very kind of army background family. So from army means in a army background means you don't have many opportunity to work. You only feel that you have to become a officer in army means after you're completing your education or something. Means when I came into the civilian background, from there, what I've seen is that CSR required everyone. Means kind of a support is required to everyone. So from my childhood, I got this temperament in my mind to support everyone. Whosoever required something, I support them. So that's the thing. And this is my temperament. Means anybody, if in if you come to my company also, if you ask to anybody in youth time also, means whosoever required any kind of a support in any time, in any situation, I support them in each and every situation. Even right now, I am associated with Brahma Kumaris also. It's a kind of a spiritual organization which is there in more than 128 countries across the globe. There also means I am associated with that organization, and I am learning kind of a Raj Yoga in that organization. And that Raj Yoga is totally helping my mind and my kind of helping my mind to kind of a gain knowledge, kind of a spiritual power from the God, and that also kind of a driving me each and every day and to run fast than anybody else.
So it's kind of like imprinted in you from a young age, but it's something you've kind of worked on to develop as well. It's something which you're continuously trying to progress and get better at as well, with that kind of mentality and keep that motivation. It's really good to hear. And you're for a lot of people who don't know who you are, you're also a shining example to us. So you started by being associated to Youth Time, where you attended one of our events where we have an idea grant, which helps support people with their projects and ideas, which you won, which helped you develop. But then you didn't stop there. You then ended up coming back and being an ambassador for other youth to try and share on your experiences and your mentality and knowledge, to the point that you've ended up becoming an expert. And now you've also offered opportunities for people to have internships with iCERT as well through us. So you're kind of living by that example and your kind of motto of Karma, and it's a very big example. And thank you very much for doing it. It helps us and it helps the youth as well, which we aim to support. So going on what you actually do at iCERT, so with your products. So I'm sure a lot of people watching would actually like to know a bit more about your products. So I know that you've got the solar panel lights, which you do, which they themselves are a great innovation because they have less packaging when you have delivery, less installation, which is less maintenance. There's less wiring. They're not plugged into the same sort of system. You don't need to dig up grounds in the same sort of way. So they're much better for societies and communities. There's not so much developing going on. So they're a really useful, innovative idea. And on top of that, you don't need power plants. You've got the lights from the sun powering it. But one of your kind of innovations which really took my eye was your solar tree.
Yeah.
So your solar tree was really unique. And I was just wondering what kind of spurred on that idea of the solar tree.
The idea of the solar tree, it's began from, you can say, smart city project in India. In 2016, government of India has, you can say, started a smart city project in India to develop the Indian cities into a smart city, a kind of a European model, or you can go like a smart, a kind of a smart solution driven cities in India. So in that solution, our company is one of the kind of a partner with government of India for developing and providing a new ideas. So what I have think during that idea that I should mount the solar panels like a solar tree, means for the park, for the restaurants, or for the railway stations, for the bus stands, means what in that areas we have a lot more spaces are there. So there you just put a kind of a solar modules like a tree like a structure, and in that tree like structure only you just have a lithium batteries inbuilt in that solar tree, and whatever energy you are generating from the solar tree, that could be fed into the local street lights, whatever street lights are there in a playground or a kind of a park or a kind of a restaurants there. So we have a different type of models which our company manufacture, from starting from 500 watt, 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt, 3 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt, 10 kilowatts. So from 500 watt to 10 kilowatts. Our company manufacture in India, and we are the only company in India who manufacture this solar tree. No company in India who is developing it. So our partner is Government of India, and Government of India is totally supporting us for this solar tree. Not only solar tree, wind turbines is also one of the biggest segment which we are into after the China, because Chinese product and Indian product is totally different. Means our product have a kind of a heart and soul in our product. Means whatever we give to the people, right? We give a very good warranty of the product, and we give a very good customer satisfaction to the product, because if a customer is taking your product, they are buying a such kind of a costly product from you. They also require a kind of a very big warranty of the product. So means if you give a very good warranty, and if you give a kind of a very good customer satisfaction, that's our first priority. And by the grace of God, we are one of the company. Means our product retention is very much good. Means our customer retention is very much good. Means if a customer is taking the product from us, they are again they are giving us the order. Means repeated orders are very much good in our company. So that's a good, because we have maintained our quality. We never compromise our quality with the prices. Means whatever prices we are giving, we are beating the Chinese prices also, and we are giving the very good quality and the best prices in India.
That's great. That's great, and it's about bringing that society together. So I mean, giving a great warranty is something which a lot of companies try and cut back on, because it means that you're not able to maintain it, and you're looking to produce the next new product. But your kind of goal is not about producing the next new product. It's about maintaining something for the future forever, which will help that society grow, which is really, really great to hear. With it though, it's kind of aesthetically pleasing. It's really kind of good to look at for a modern society. Was that like an important factor in developing the solar tree? Because from my experience personally, is for the last 10 years, previously I lived in one of the most rural areas in the UK, and it got really popular with having solar panel farms. So you end up having a lot of fields taken up with all these flat panels everywhere. It didn't stop the grass growing. It didn't stop the animals being able to feed on the grass. So everything still carried on. But a lot of people complained because they didn't look nice. They said it ruined their vision for their agriculture. So is this kind of an important part within developing these products, where it needs to be aesthetically pleasing to kind of make it easier to integrate into societies? Ideally, it shouldn't be about the aesthetics, but naturally some people can't avoid it. So, but is it really a big factor, do you find?
Yes, 100%. Means like solar tree, all sort of products, the people used to say the aesthetic look also. Means because if you're implementing the solar tree in any kind of areas like archaeological sites also, the aesthetically look also very much you can say a very much big factor for the company also. Means whenever we sell the solar tree, we tell to the customer that if you had any idea in the solar tree also, you give your idea to us. Means we can develop our solar tree according to your idea, whatever thing in your brain. Means they required the solar panel like a square or circle or triangle, any sort of designs they want. Means you give your ideas to us, we can develop according to the aesthetic you required. So we give this to the customer. The customer give to us that we have to we need this type of solar tree with this design and this kind of accuracy you need. So according to it, we can develop.
So do you think that's the way forward for the future, to integrate more of these renewable energy devices into societies? That it needs to have that kind of partnership with people to keep in mind with the aesthetics, because you're always going to get those people who kind of complain because it doesn't look great and it's missing the point of what it's actually there for. So do you think it's a case of more businesses based in this kind of environment are going to be moving forward to integrate with the societies, with what their demands are and how it looks, and that we'll actually see a lot more devices like this around the world? Do you believe that's the way forward?
Yes, of course. In future, you can say future in next 5 years, means renewable energy will be a very big business across the globe. Means you can say, because everywhere renewable energy product will required for the self-sustaining. In future only, means every homes will require the solar module. every homes will require the wind turbine for generating their own electricity, because each and every day the cost of the electricity is getting higher each and every day. So means in future everyone will require the solar and wind energy. And right now the present situation is that India will be kind of a very big large source of energy producer in next couple of 5 years. So means in future if a youth want to go in this renewable energy business in their any part of the world, they just have to kind of start from a very scratch level. Just go into the government sector, just show them the product that this is my product and I want to implement this product in your localized area to save the electricity. Any government will support you for this kind of a thing, because government will see kind of a that this product is a very sustainable product. And the second thing, they will see that it will help kind of a carbon emission, kind of a carbon free emission. So that's the thing, means a future is renewable energy.
So it's having that kind of bridging the gap between instead of campaigning to force upon people a change in how they actually do things, it's working with the people. So you have that aesthetic look, which kind of helps kind of mediate that kind of side, but then you have this massive practicality of it and sustainability of it. So it's really bridging that gap to make it a much quicker progression towards these things. So you mentioned about gaining support from your local government. So do you have any advice for people on how they should do that and what the main kind of points they should kind of focus on to develop that?
Yeah, you can say in every part of the world, every government is same, right? If you go to the any government office, or if you go to the if you meet with any government official, if you have a product in your hand, that sir, this is my product and this is my innovation, it will help the government sector and it will help the society, the government people will totally support you. Means when I started my business, we just had a kind of a single light in our we have, and we used to go to the many government offices. Means you can say in a single day we used to get 10 to 15 offices in each day. Means we take the product, we just wear a very good shirt and everything, we just go to the we take our car and I just go to the office and we show to the product to the government officials. So this is our product, this is the specification, this will help you for energy generation, this will help you to save the electricity from last 5 to 10 years, your electricity cost will be zero. Everything, means whatever thing in my mind, just explain to the government. So government people will support you. Like a message to the youth also, means if you have a very good idea and if you have a very good product, just take that product and meet with the local municipal corporation also. You can meet the local municipal corporator also, that sir, I have this idea and I want a small support from you. He will 101% he will support you. He just see that this product is a self-sustained product and this product will benefit kind of many people, this product will save the environment, then easily the government people will support you. They will totally 101% they will support you.
So it's about getting that kind of belief, your mission, your values really across. As long as you get that across, they'll support you, because the benefit to everyone. It's not about profiting for yourself, it is a contribution to everyone and everything around you. So yeah, it's a really, really good point to raise.
And Michael, in every situation, the belief system work. If your belief is strong, no, if you have a belief that I want to achieve this thing in my life, if your belief power is strong, you can do anything in your life. Anything, means if your belief is, you can say nothing, you can't do anything. Just you have to believe yourself that yes, I can do it. Means every morning, whenever I wake up in the morning, I used to thanks to the God, that God, you had given me such a wonderful life. You had always make my brain toward kind of a very good vision. Means a kind of a simple experiment you can transform in your life, just to be a strong belief. A kind, means whatever thing you in your mind, you just have to believe on yourself. And second thing you just have to do is that whatever belief in your mind, just implement sincerely. And third thing, hard work and never lose hope. Means if this fourth thing there in your mind, nobody will there to stop you. Nobody, even God also come and support you, that yes, you are doing hard work, I will support you, you just go. That's
great. I think that's a perfect final point to really leave this on. Really, it's about your belief. Really stay strong with what you believe and have hope in what you do. And as long as you can put that across to people to really show what you believe in, you will get support and things around you will be sustainable. I think it's a really great point to finish on. So thank you very much, Rakesh, for your time.
So much.
And
Thank you.
for anyone who is watching, that if they just go onto the ICERT website, they'll be able to get in contact with you or your organization to submit any ideas they have and maybe get support from you to kind of develop them for the future.
Yeah, anybody can come us in www.icertenergy.com. And youth time is a kind of a biggest source of inspiration for our company. Means you can say a kind of a founding partner of ICERT. Means if the youth time was not there in my life, I never started this kind of organization. Means youth time a kind of a believing agent for me. It's a kind of a believing agent who had given a kind of a spark in my mind that yes, I could start a company which could make a kind of futuristic development. And whatever thing I learned from the youth time and from you people in the Europe is you can say a kind of a self-sustaining thing. Means whatever thing in your mind is that you just be a self-sustain. So that's I learned from the youth time. Means whatever thing you are doing, you just have to be self-sustain. You just have to be focused and just be a self-sustain. So that's I learned from the youth time. And I'm totally thanks to the youth time team, Julia, and everyone who had supported me during my initial days of my life. And now also youth time also support me wherever I used to whenever Julia call me for the youth time event or something, I personally go there and attend the event, and whatever thing required from myself, I'm totally there to support to the youth time.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to hear, and it gives me great pride as well. So it's a privilege to have you involved in our activities, and we hope to have you involved for futures to come as well. So thank you again, Rakesh.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much.